グランド X。
Good morning. I'm Agent Peterson, and this is Agent Wallace. Yeah, he's new, but he's learning, so cut him a little slack for now. Tell me your name. Your real name, for the record.
Charles Drake. What do you want from me?
What do we want? What do we want? You the motherfucker that likes to steal shit from the government, huh?
Not yet. Be patient. See what I mean? What do you do for a living, Charles?
Teach math. Berkeley.
Nice cover, asshole.
A month ago, I was a god. Most people have no idea what a hacker can do. I make the world you live in, and I can reshape that world if I feel like it. When I look around, I don't see borders, walls, or locks. I see puzzles, games that entertain me while I do bigger things. Things like breaking into the phone company to rewrite the code on their servers and give myself free unlimited service. Swapping out my pre-burned SIM cards every day at 6 p.m. is a small price to pay. privacy, or social status, or accumulating stuff. I don't care about the law or who makes it. I live by one rule. Information should be free. And everything can be simplified, encoded, and understood as information. We call this the information age for a reason. Companies and governments don't get it, so they are powerless against me. You think there are rules? You treat computers like you do everything else, like it's an immutable fact of life. And because of that, your worldview is antiquated. Get ready for a serious paradigm shift. The geeks have inherited the Earth. The rest of you just don't know it yet. For your consideration, Exhibit A. I just hacked every computer within 20 feet of me. I own them now.
Thanks for coming. I think my wife is cheating on me.
So ditch her. California's a no-fault state. She gets half regardless.
I want proof.
What for? Just call it irreconcilable differences and bail.
I want proof for myself. I need to know.
What kind of proof? You want video of her playing another guy's skin flute? Because that's not what I do.
No. Look around. If you find anything, you send it to me. Either way, you still get paid.
That's the deal. You know my fee.
Why would I hack all these computers, including the laptop of a man who just gave me $5 grand? I don't care what he does for a living.
And if your wife finds out,
She won't. I understand the need for discretion. Mr.
It's all user.
I collect computers. Most of them don't lead anywhere interesting, so I just add them to my botnet. A massive set of computers I use to do whatever I feel like doing at the time. Mostly to cover any trace of the big hacks that I do that might lead back to me. I can write the code I need to break into Dempsey's network. But he lives in a very expensive neighborhood. I can't just sit on his curb outside his house, brute forcing my way in.
I need another can of worm.
How soon do you need it?
2 days?
Are you coming?
Hackers come in two basic models, coders and makers. Bitchan is a maker. She has a degree in electrical engineering. In other words, she's a lightning god, controlling and manipulating electricity to do her will. As a side job, she modifies gaming consoles, so they'll play copied discs or games from anywhere in the world. It's not to break the law. That isn't even a factor. She does it for the same reason I do. It's about information, and region encoding is just another puzzle blocking the way.
So, is this the gig that Decimate hooked you up with?
Yeah, it's residential. He lives in St. Francis Wood. So do the TV, the Wi-Fi, and anything else you can think of.
What about the firewall?
That too. They just upgraded to smart meters. If the worm doesn't get through in 5 hours, just reset the power to the house. Force a reboot.
And when the can works? How big?
It'll fit. Can I spend the night?
When did you start asking? I'm gonna be here until morning.
We're not ADHD. We just don't care that wind speeds on Saturn can get up to 3,000 miles per hour. I remember it because I collect information, but it's worthless to me until I decide to build a probe to land on Saturn, which doesn't even have a surface to land on anyway. It's 5:55 p.m., and Bitchan sent me a text, letting me know that the can of worm will run for 4 days passive, or 12 hours at full power. We like things that make us think. Like, what's the most efficient way to run a Linux computer off a battery? How fast can I get this program to run? What's the best way to break into a network? What's the best time to launch an attack against a home network? Between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., everyone's asleep. Even the police who normally patrol are sitting in their cars in secluded parking lots, filling out drunk driver arrest reports. The first and probably easiest way into any home network is the TV. All new TVs come with internet-capable software, usually Wi-Fi enabled by default. Most people don't keep their TV software updated with the latest security patches. Of course, that doesn't always work. There are 2 easy hacks to get past most firewalls. The first is to use a vulnerability in the default security setup in almost all routers built between 2009 and 2012. The other is to turn the power off and back on. For 60 seconds, while the hardware reboots, the entire home network is completely insecure because the firewall software loads last. The point isn't the method, it's the potential. There's always a way in. It might be a bit of a moral gray area to use one of the few socially promoted bastions of free information to hack. Or it might be perfectly in line with the ideals of the librarians. Who knows? I don't ask. The point is, I'm not doing this from home. I'm not destroying Mrs. Dempsey. She did that on her own. I'm just exploiting the vulnerability her carnal excess has created. You know where the weakest link in any security system is? It's you, with your shitty passwords, and how you share every part of your life online. From geotagging everything you do, to a photo you post of your new ATM card. And your willingness to click on links that promise something you want. And now I own Sam Novak's computer, whoever he is. Arthur C. Clarke wrote that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. This is where we make the magic.
Anyone heard of Emergency?
Emergency. Big, ugly, nasty government contractor. Data mining, NSA, CIA, hardcore combinatorial math.
Is that it? Just data mining?
What's your interest in Emergency?
Oh, just a side project I'm working on.
Tell me that you're using the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
need a drink. Anybody else?
So what's the great L user up to tonight? Finish with that client decimate set you up with?
This afternoon. How did you know about that?
Richon told me. She a cheat and sweat?
Yeah, something like that. But you'll never guess with who.
Does it matter?
Sam Novak,
Don't know him.
CTO of Emergency.
No shit.
I rooted his office computer this afternoon. I'm searching their network right now as we speak.
no. This
I told you
it's
I
too
wasn't.
heavy for backdoor.
I'm not using your network.
Yeah, and Hash told you what Emergency does. Large-scale data mining. That means NSA. They'll find the intrusion.
If anyone sees anything, they're just going to think that Novak has his own botnet.
Fine. I think you can do it, and I think you can get away with it, but not here.
What is your problem?
Not here.
I don't go on dates. I don't go clubbing. I don't care about celebrity hookups or which sports team just won. My universe exists entirely within computers. The moment we come up with a way to not have to eat or sleep or any of the other things required to stay alive, I'll be the first in line. And by in line, I mean online, breaking in and reading about it. Then Bitchan and I will get together and bootstrap a homebrew version for ourselves. Because copyrights, patents, trademarks, and all the other ephemeral concepts of ownership are a time bomb. Animal trainers teach a dog by giving the dog some treat it likes. They call this paying the dog. I do what I do for love. Anything else is a form of slavery, a reduction of my humanity, which is why I feel the moral liberty to search through Emergency's network and download all of their recently developed programs. After all, they are a government contractor. In this country, that means they work for me. Ownership is an illusion. I don't value money. I acquiesce to social norms only in so much as it's required to keep myself alive and connected. Take a look at the world around you. You get in your car, which is run by a computer. You watch TV, which is run by computers. Any concept you have of a world that doesn't involve electronics is naive. Of course, you can manufacture a reality to suit your delusions if you like. What difference does that make to me? It's just one less person I have to deal with. Because if that's your choice, then you are irrelevant. You cease to exist in any meaningful way, except as extremely low-hanging fruit. That is, until you get a seat on the Senate and make idiotic laws like the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Copyright hinges on two interrelated ideas. One, scarcity. Two, if we want a section of our society dedicated to making cool stuff, then we've got to keep the people who create that stuff alive and doing what they do best, like Emergency's program called Shepherd. I open it up, read a few lines of hex, and recognize none of it. But Hash, he codes like stream of consciousness poetry. Maybe he can make sense of Shepard.
I slurped a bunch of programs from a network I hacked into.
Any cool ones?
One's interesting.
Where did you get it?
Emergency.
That's some serious shit, man. Did you disable Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but I don't know what it did.
Okay, to hell with it. Let's take a look.
Okay, so type Shepard.
Shepard? They called it Shepard? Pride comes before a fall.
I know, right?
Okay, it's a bit sparse. This part looks like a standard terminal, but this code here looks like it's trying to start an SSH tunnel. Where's it calling?
It's calling? I don't know. Do you think it's government?
Who knows? We need to give it access to find out.
No, well, they'll know where we are.
And that's why, my friend, we're so close to the neighbors. It'll buy us a couple minutes. Any preferences?
No?
I love the communal nature of San Francisco. So caring, so sharing.
So loving.
Best Mike Myers movie ever. Okay, well, that's as far as I go. Whatever it is, they don't want company. Be careful, Will. Pseudonym was right. Emergency's nasty, like Orwellian and shit.
Maybe Decimate can hack in.
Well, meanwhile, I won a stream, so I married an axe murderer.
She stole my heart and my cat.
We know two things about Shepard. One, it's calling something outside itself. Two, it leads to a login screen. Doing that in public was not smart. I've got to go someplace where Wi-Fi signals can't escape. You know those crazy people who wear aluminum foil hats to protect themselves from the brainwashing space rays? The space rays don't exist, but the foil? That reflects almost all radio signals in existence. It's similar to what the CIA uses to make their black rooms. And yes, they do call them black rooms. Of course, if you don't ground it, the reflective metal becomes a giant antenna. So the crazies with the foil hats are actually amplifying the fictitious space rays if they wear rubber-soled shoes. Today's questions are, what is Shepard doing and who is it built for? Whoever wrote Shepard spent a long time doing it. The entire thing is written in a proprietary language. And since my debugger only understands standard languages, there's just too much code to know what it's doing. On to question 2. Who is Shepard built for? Time for some Cartesian logic. Any system can be understood if you break it down to its component parts. Study the parts, figure out what they do, then you'll have a pretty good idea of what the whole thing is doing. But, like I said, it would take weeks to figure out all of Shepard. So, I looked for one very specific part. I only need to find out who it's trying to talk to. That will be a single ingredient. One number. The IP address of a server it's calling. In the late 1950s, MIT hackers believed, as I do, that information should be free. This ideology leads people to call us crypto-anarchists, an oversimplification to the point of error. Just because I don't hold to the tenets of a government quickly devolving into fascism doesn't make me an anarchist. I don't have a label for what I do, beyond hacker. You could just as easily call me a libertarian, except I'm not sure that government has a place at all, or what it might look like in a future without conventional trade. Or maybe communist is right, except that means that all things are community property, as opposed to no one owning anything, which is closer to how I feel. Godwin's law states that as online discussions grow longer, the probability of comparisons involving Nazis or Hitler approaches certainty. The reason for this is because we as a species don't like vagaries. It's because we come from people who needed to know whether or not there was a tiger in the woods. Their lives depended on it. My neighbor Brian bakes meth for the Oakland chapter of an infamous biker gang. Walter White, he's not. The idiot must have blown himself up. The sentence for manufacturing an illegal controlled substance in the state of California is usually up to 7 years. Normal computer crimes can be up to 9 years. Breaking into top-secret government computer systems and copying files? They call that terrorism nowadays. At which point the laws have been getting a bit hazy. If I'm lucky, the fire that took Brian also melted any evidence in my loft too. If not, DHS now has me on their list, somewhere near the top.
Excuse me, Catherine, is Susan, is Susan around?
It's Kat. And pseudonym's in the back.
You asshole.
What are you talking about?
Hash told me what you did after I told you not to. An hour ago, they came and took him. You did that, asshole. Hey! Hey!
Wait a second.
Are you listening to me? You did that, L-user! I don't know who those guys were, but they came in here because you decided to steal some government shit for lulz.
You don't understand.
No. It's not that I don't understand, it's that I don't care about you. Not anymore. Why are you still here?
I don't have any place to go.
Do I care?
You did.
Do I care?
No.
Get the hell out of my bar.
Correlation without causation. That's when two things seem to be related, but aren't. You have two data points, ice cream sales and drownings. You notice that as ice cream sales increase, so do drownings. You could assume ice cream makes people drown, or you could just look at your calendar and realize it's summer. So, at first, the two facts look related. But logic tells you they're not. And then you see a third factor, that they are related, just not in the way that you first thought.
What is Shepard?
Could just be a login screen.
But to what?
I don't know. Whoever it is, they want it hidden. But this sucks.
Yeah? What did you expect would happen?
I don't know, not this. What about Hash? Pseudonym hates me.
Figure it out. Maybe she'll forgive you. Oh! What the hell, Will?
Come on.
Oh my god!
15 years and you're not even curious?
No! You're like my brother! And you're drunk!
You might like it.
You might like jerking off.
What if Brian didn't cause the fire? What if emergency traced Shepard back to me? Which still leaves the question, who's Shepard calling?
Bit.
I watched Shepard in action. I saw the login screen at the park. So, why isn't the IP address working?
Megumi. About last night, I'm sorry.
I know. You're a guy. It's expected.
It's just that the bastards burned down my apartment and stole my friend. They kidnapped him. I don't know what they're doing with him or where. I don't even know if he's still alive.
Well, you did hack their network.
You're on their side.
What you did was pretty stupid, Will. You don't even know what Shepard does.
So help me find out.
So Black Op agents can come and kidnap me?
That's not going to happen.
Please tell me your plan, if you even have one.
Find out what they're doing and why.
Vague and probably impossible. The moment you touch Shepard, something bad happens.
So then that's where we start.
What?
Whoever owns Shepard, anytime they see it running, they send someone, right?
Twice doesn't make it a trend, but sure.
So we run Shepard and let them come to us.
And when they come with their guns?
Nobody's coming. It's clear.
It's done. Come on.
Stakeouts are so much cooler in the movies.
Yeah. But if this works, we'll have something.
Yeah, if they don't see us, if they don't catch us, whoever they are.
Did you put your camera in my bag?
Yeah?
Put your phone down. Keep watch.
Why?
I have to pee.
What? You think girls don't have to pee?
Feel free.
Unfair.
Babe,
What?
I know you don't like me.
Of course I like you. You're like my brother and best friend, all in one.
No, I meant attracted to me.
I know what you meant. I was just trying to let you off easy.
Easy.
I thought you said you were sorry.
I am.
Then why are you bringing this up again?
I don't know. I'm just curious. Something to pass the time.
Why wait until now?
I didn't wait. That was just the first time you noticed.
Then what, Will? Suddenly you think I'm gonna invite you into my room?
No,
You could fuck me all night.
that's not what I meant. What? What? Get the camera. Get the camera. Come on, all we need is a night. Just get the license plate. I can't. Get down, get down. I can't. Did they see us?
I don't know.
Okay, take the picture.
Okay.
Take the... What is going on? Come on, come on. Did they see? Do you think they saw us?
I don't know.
Okay, that was stay. Son of a bitch, that was close. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Let's just get out of here. It didn't work.
We know that. Try the next one.
Now what?
When you want to go back and get the can?
It's only gonna give us an IP address, not a password. I have to go to work. I'll be back later tonight.
It's called port knocking. You want to talk to server X, which won't respond. The only way to get it to respond is to query servers A through E in a certain order during a specified period of time. Only then does server X talk back. In this case, 212.3.208.65. That's why the IP I got from the black room didn't work, and why I just got a different IP from the can of worm. Of course, that doesn't solve the login screen.
I'm not dressed.
I got the IP. I went back and got the can and it had the IP in it.
Did anyone see you?
Some nosy neighbor. I told him I was with the phone company.
How do you know he was local? How do you know he wasn't with them?
That's just paranoid. I mean, he just walked up to me and...
Paranoid? Don't be an idiot, Will. It's not just your shitty life on the line anymore, okay?
Dude, what is your problem? You ever hear of calling first?
You told me to come over.
Not a good time.
It's important.
Then why wait till we're inside? Tell me now.
I found the IP address Shepard's been trying to reach.
I'll be back in a second.
And the ice?
Yeah, that too. Look, I know you think that this is important, but it can wait.
It's 212.3.
.208.65. I know.
How?
Will, what do I do for a living?
You're a hacker.
And who do I work for?
I don't know.
I work for governments, major multinational companies. Finding an IP address is noob shit.
Mr. Big Shot, I'm gonna need a few more cuts.
Now, do you have something useful or not?
They've got hash.
I know. Kat came here for comfort, and I'd like to get back to that.
I need the password to the login screen. I have to know what it does and why they're willing to kidnap people.
Will, whatever it is, it's bad. I know that, it always is. It's going to be something you'll want to forget, but you won't be able to. It will change your worldview, and it will either make you an activist or apathetic. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Are you sure? There's no going back, Will. Not ever.
I need to know.
Time for your medicine.
Don't come in. Are you sure about this?
What is it?
What do you think?
You wrote it down?
Sure, why not?
That is the stupidest password I've ever seen.
It's actually pretty good. More than 8 characters, 1 capital letter, and a symbol. Props to Michael Mitchell.
Head of the NSA.
You wanted access. He's probably got the most. Have fun.
Wait. How did you get this?
He didn't give it to me, if that's what you're asking.
Thanks. I owe you.
No, you don't. Not this time. Not for that.
It's not a puzzle anymore. Now, it's something else. DHS probably thinks I'm dead. They have everyone they think knows about Shepard. I could leave it alone and disappear. Pull a Kevin Mitnick. Sans the getting caught part. Of course, Mitnick now makes millions as a security consultant. I just need to terminate some of my social connections, so my trail never leads back to them, or from them to me.
Where were you?
I talked to Decimate.
Yeah, he had plans.
I know. How did you know?
So what were you doing for the rest of the night?
Thinking. Wondering, when does this thing end?
Are you staying here?
No.
You started it, Will.
I know.
So what's the problem?
I think I should let it go.
What happened to your curiosity?
Too many people are getting hurt.
This country is supposed to be free.
I don't care about politics.
It's not about politics. It's about an idea, Will. If people knew about this, finish this. It's not about you anymore.
An open Wi-Fi network is one more hop they'll have to make to find me. Then there's Tor. Tor was designed by the Navy so their informants could log in and give them secret information from a country they're not supposed to be in. Logging into Shepard is scary however I do it. The fact that it's a tracking program doesn't help. Who can it track? I wonder if it can track hash.
How would you wake him up? No knife. Subtle. Remember? How hot's your tea? Movie time, Charles. This is a video of you at a park bench as you attempt to access a top secret database.
Look, Cash. We know you did it, okay? Lying to us just makes life much more painful for you.
The video shows a man named William Werner Stevens giving you the laptop.
See, you were able to track his phone, but we lost his data around 6 p.m.
Ah, but your phone. We got that for days.
Look, just tell us where William is and what you plan on doing with Shepard.
What happens when I know everything? The age of Aquarius or 1984? The US government rarely builds its own technology. They hire Raytheon to maintain a radar station in Alaska. SAIC took over the remote viewing when the Army got tired of it. And Emergency built the login app for the most powerful monitoring system ever conceived.
Pseudonym.
And probably the search engine on the back end, too.
Kat, would you get her, please? This is important.
What do you want?
We need to talk.
Then talk.
Not here, in the back. Does it bother you that the NSA monitors everything that you do online? Does it bother you that you're afraid of a government that claims to be for you? That both private and public companies know where you are right now?
Who gives a shit? Why should I care?
What's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie
Brandon.
Brandon. What were you doing last night, Eddie?
Sitting at home, watching TV.
What were you watching?
I don't remember. Something on Netflix.
That good. Ink. You got good taste in movies, Eddie. That's a good movie.
What the hell is this?
This is a tracking program.
What's it track?
Everything.
See what I mean? I don't do anything wrong, so who cares?
That's good. You know who else didn't do anything wrong? A guy named Robert Martin. At least that's not why he was kidnapped 2 days ago. You want to know what he's doing now?
That's enough.
I'm a software engineer at Dean & Dean. I don't even know what Shepard is.
I want to believe you. I do. But we have records showing that you tried to access Shepard from your house.
Come on, I don't know. I told you everything I know.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Sure. Remember, no cream.
And 2 sugars.
Only one today.
Why are you doing this?
Because you wouldn't talk to me.
Charts. Something about combating the obesity epidemic.
Whatever the reason, that's what she says, and I want to live long enough to enjoy my pension. Robert, this is just a job to me, and I'm going to come in tomorrow. It's either going to be you in that chair or somebody else. It really doesn't matter to me.
I've told you everything I know. Come on.
This can stop any time or go on as long as you want.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I know you're mad.
Mad? You show torture in my bar in San Francisco. Will, think for a moment.
There's something else.
Yeah, you're right. You logged onto a government website to show a tracking program that tracks everything.
You saw me use Tor.
And you think that the CIA or whoever's behind this, you think they haven't cracked Tor?
No, they haven't.
You know this how? Because if they have, if they trace this back to me, damn it, Will, they kidnap people. They torture people.
Yes. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Just think about somebody other than yourself.
I have been. That's why I'm here. They have hash.
I know. I was here when they took him.
No. They have him, and I found him.
Show me.
You're not gonna like this.
Where is he?
611 Folsom, downtown, south of Market.
Gotta get him out.
This is Homeland Security. They're working with the NSA in emergency.
We can't just leave him there.
Bitchan and I can break into their system, but you're gonna need to be there to pick him up when and if he comes out. And we're gonna need your servers.
You want me to just hack him? He'll trace it, Will.
No, not this time.
They will trace it, and then who knows how many people you're gonna have to bail out.
I already have 2. There is another possibility, but it's a lot scarier, and it is going to add you to their list.
We gotta get him out.
If I don't come out,
Are you sure he's here?
this is it.
Get him out.
Are you ever gonna come in on time?
You know what your problem is? You're too serious.
We're fighting terrorism, all right? Do you want another 9/11?
Whatever. Someday when you realize how much shit really goes down, you'll relax.
I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe 2 armed guards and a full body scanner. The place looks more like a library or a school. Anything but a domestic prison for advanced interrogation.
What's this regarding?
Prisoner transfer. I guess that's the point when you violate the people's trust on this scale. Discretion is more important than function.
So transfer. That's weird. What's this about?
I don't know. I don't ask. I asked once. That's why I'm running these errands instead of being a field agent.
I know what you mean. I asked once and I didn't sleep for a week.
So who do you want to work on today?
Martin's dead.
Sometimes Julie overdoes it a bit. I told her to take it easy.
Oh, it looks like Robert Martin isn't here anymore.
Well, that's not what I was told.
The database was just updated.
Pneumonia, I understand, but letting a subject die during an interrogation, that's just irresponsible.
Sorry. Anyway, Charles Drake should be coming right out.
Well, that leaves Charles Drake.
Well, Drake it is.
How you doing today, Charlie? You really went to town, huh? I got some good news. You're getting out of here, buddy.
So what do you want to try next with Drake?
I don't know. How about the microwave?
I heard that wasn't going to come in for another couple of weeks.
No. Came in this morning.
That's right. Prisoner transfer. Yeah. I don't know where they're sending you, but it's got to be better than this place, right? Huh? Okay. Let's go. Someone's going to change your clothes and walk you out of here, okay?
He doesn't have any fillings, does he?
No. I checked earlier.
That's good. You don't want to see what happens to somebody with fillings. I've seen it. Gnarly old burn marks all over the inside of their mouths. God. And this guy wasn't even in his records. Must have had it done in Tijuana or something. Anyway, they turned the emitter on and sparks just started flying from this guy's mouth. And the emitter tech, he pukes on me. Did they move him?
No.
So he's in here. Because I know he didn't escape.
No, he's not in here.
I know that. So they moved him. That kind of thing happens all the time. Let's go check with the front desk. Have you seen a Charles Drake?
Yeah, he just left.
Stop. They're gone.
What, you're just gonna let him get away?
No. I'm gonna send a team out after him and bring him back, the same way we did it the first time.
I'm saying we use the tools available to us. All right, track them with their cell phones. They have GPS.
Where's Martin?
They probably killed him.
What? How do you know?
2 reasons. 1, he wasn't there this morning. 2, they don't transfer people out of there. We can't go anywhere we've ever been.
So,
They know where we've been. They know everyone that we know. They know everyone that we've ever talked to. They're probably tracking us right now. Turn off your phone.
where am I supposed to go?
I don't know. Out of town. Take 280 south. I need some time to think.
Can you bring up the lobby cameras for me, please?
Sure.
All right, back that up 5 minutes.
Back.
All right, wait, pause. Who's that?
Can you enhance that resolution a little bit?
I can increase the contrast a little, but I can't add resolution that doesn't exist.
All right, whatever, just do that.
Okay.
Okay, do an image search on him. Damn it.
That's a kid from the park. That's Stevenson.
Go to Decimate's house.
I don't know where he lives.
Head north on 19th.
Up early, Will?
I need your help.
Again?
I'm in trouble.
Warned you about that.
I know. I get it. More than you know.
I doubt that. Continue.
We got Hash.
Oh, don't tell me that.
He's in the car.
Whatever. Get inside before someone sees you. You brought him here? Well, this is bad.
I know. We're going to get caught.
And they're going to try and take me down with you.
I'm sorry, but I know what Shepard is.
So do I.
I can't let it go.
So you went the way of the activist. Does this mean you're willing to accept the consequences?
They're going to come and get me. I'm not asking you to hide me. I'm asking for your help in taking them down. Shepard is wrong. What are you doing here?
Does it matter? Well, what the hell have you done?
What do you want this time?
We need to take them down, or at least break them before they find us.
You got Hash out, which I have to say, more than I thought you'd manage. But attacking DHS and NSA, well, it's crazy, even for me.
We can't let them get away with this. I can't live with it.
The NSA is a company mainly populated by people like me. You don't stand a chance.
Then we notify the media.
Have you ever heard the term media conglomerate?
Damn it. Decimate. Don't you believe in anything?
Survival. And what you're talking about? Not how I do it.
Information should be free.
Don't be naive, Will. Nothing is changing. You either play the game and thrive, or you fight it and lose. I don't lose.
Will's right. We can't let them take him.
Sure we can. In fact, it's probably the best option we've got right now. Sometimes the best way to deal with a thing is to go through it.
I thought you were his friend.
I am. After seeing you here, though, I wonder if he still feels the same way about you. I got a lot of work to do before sunrise, so...
What happens at sunrise?
Don't wake them. They're gonna need what little rest they can get.
When are you gonna get some furniture?
When I get around to it.
Heat? Really? You are such a guy.
Good morning, people! I've got some bad news. DHS is outside and they've come for Will and Hash and Pseudonym.
What? How did they find us?
I turned you in.
You mean we're just going to knock?
Those are the orders.
That's not a lot of fun. I get that you're pissed, but you're just gonna have to trust me.
Why?
Because I've got a plan.
And if your plan fails?
Punctual. I like that.
Where are they?
It's all right. They're not gonna do anything rough. That's part of the deal.
Look, I don't trust you.
That happens. Get up.
No. Look.
Let's go.
It's okay.
I don't know who you are or who you're friends with. This could have been messy. You just made our job a lot easier. Let's go.
Anything I can do to help? Have a nice rest of your day. Well, that's done.
Words are about conveying ideas. The words 20 days later don't even begin to convey my experience. Maybe Pseudonym was right. Maybe I should have left it alone.
Hey, it's Will, right? Let me get this off. I got some news for you, Will. You hear me? Hey. Now they're telling me, but... And I probably shouldn't even be here, but... Your friend, Charles, he didn't make it. I'm sorry that has to come from me. They couldn't revive him, and... Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know who I am anymore. Maybe that doesn't even matter.
call Timothy Elliott.
You're up early.
Late, actually. They've had Will for 3 weeks now.
I know. I just got the word. They're closing the facility in a week.
Well, then it's time. I could try to justify all of this to you, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. What you did is important, Will. It's a big deal. It's probably the biggest thing that you'll ever do.
What do you want?
I want you to work for us. What can you do?
I'm a hacker. A coder.
That's what Timothy told us. You still feel up for it?
What will you do with my code?
Now, we could sit here and talk about the seemingly fluid nature of morality and your particular take on it, but like I said, that doesn't really matter. I can get you out of here. I can get you doing work that you'll be proud of.
How can I trust you?
Take a leap of faith, Will.
Am I friends?
Friendly, would you come in here? Would you help Will to the car where his friends are waiting for him? Now, Timothy told me your story, but I'd like to hear it from you.
What are you talking about?
Tell me whatever you think is relevant, and don't worry about the time. We've got a couple of hours before we have to get back to the office.
Okay. This started about a month ago. A month ago, I was a god.